no, not that. That one, yes. No, not that one. No, not that one. No. That's the one. Okay. I'll put you here. Why don't you go over? I'm rearranging the cameras. Yeah. Okay, the dice cam's not great. I think I need to put it up a little higher, but also you know, it's good this way for now. But of course it gets moved to this corner, in the usual spot and shrunk down a little bit. So what happened is I rearranged. There we go. Come on, that's the one. All right, put me over here. Make me a little bigger. Okay. Hi. Let me. I set. There we go. Yeah, I can work with that for now. So basically, I set up. No, the Rogue Trader. That one, and then we. Oh. Why don't we move it above that, but then just turn off the... Yeah, that works. You know what? I like this setup. We're vibing with this for tonight. If we need to rearrange it, we can rearrange it. Basically, for Saturday's stream, I had this whole thing where I used the camera I usually use for my dice cam. I had set up for a epic showdown. So I had it on the full screen and me up from the corner. So we could do... the usual. I got notebook here. The usual notebook. I need to figure out something to do about the cover. I got the pen. Welcome to the show. Oh, my name is Lee. Sorry, I should have mentioned that first. I'm working on the voice thing. They vibes tonight, but she's fine too. Kind of all over the place. We are doing that. So I got pretty much, I meant to stream earlier today, and then, cause I had to, I got set up teaching a new friend how to play D&D, so that's always cool. I also need to catch up on that. 100 things I need to do. Okay, but first thing first is I need to welcome all of you to the show, and we need to do Warhammer 40k world building, because I said I was gonna. Oh, actually, did I say I was gonna do world building, or did I say I was going to do character creation? Because I could do either. Oh, world building / character creation. So apparently I didn't even know. So let's see what we got. Tell your friends, come hang. I always love it when more people come. If not, it'll just be a small crowd. That's cool too. Say hi in the chat though. I always appreciate it when people say hi in the chat. Okay. So, Warhammer 40k. Now, Rogue Trader. I have here. I'm pointing this way so I can see the actual thing. I do not have a graphic for that because Rogue Trader was they lost the licensing in 2017, so Twitch never had a thing you can say this is what we're doing. So it just generally I just put it under general tabletop, and there's no general tag for Warhammer 40k either. So that's Rogue Trader. That's the RPG system we're using. It runs on percentile dice. There's actually a whole slew of them. Only War, Death Watch, Dark Heresy, a few others. That all align with the terms of the level, and they have the same character creation play, and they are compatible. So that's pretty cool. like Munchkin games, I think, where you can just kind of jam them together and they sort of work. Yeah. So, last time we did Warhammer 40k, I was doing world building for a planet where one of the characters, Zyle, was from. And actually, I never gave that planet a name. So if you have a really good name for Death World that you are sitting on, now is the time. This is your chance to get it assigned to this epic planet. I wanted to make sure I did at least one stream. I don't like missing so many streams, so I wanted to... I do hope more of you come, but if not, no worries. Streaming that. Okay. Oh, one more thing I could do, if you will give me half a minute. So I have, of course, all of this figured out. We have what we call the Experis Primus. That is our ship. It is a rogue trader vessel, captained by Jarian, a straight woman. So she's in charge. She grew up, is a zealot who grew up on a Forge world, which has Child of the Creed. So we're definitely doing a world building session on how exactly that works, because I think that could be really fun. We got, who else do we have on the ship? Quite a few, as it were. Other members. We have Zyle from Death World. Straight guy. Arch militant. We have, we have Harmon and Janthine, who are from the same Hive world, because they rolled in a less than 0.4% chance, rolled the exact same path down the origin tree, or exact same path down the origin path chart, and therefore, except at the very end when they they branched. So one ended up as a Void Master and one as a Rogue Trader. I decided that the best way to do that would be have one being a Void Master and one being a Rogue Trader. Believe me, actually, if anyone pops in, say hi in the chat. I always appreciate it. Name's Lee. He, they today, but she is fine as well. All that jazz. Welcome. Yeah, I'm trying to check my stream, because last time I was doing a Warhammer 40k stream, I didn't check my chat for a little while, and I got raided by Lord Gazimba's channel. Everyone just basically came in, and I had like 50 people all at once clamoring in my chat and didn't notice. So, yeah. So, yes, we have Harmon and Janthine, and we also have another arch-militant named Odette. So, yeah. Janthine being a Mechanicus Explorator. And, who else? I just, because press ganged was part of their origin path, I simply said they were press ganged by different people, and therefore ended up in different career paths. So, our options for today are continue rolling up. Hi! Welcome! You're absolutely always welcome to listen and or interact, whatever you want to do. Always great to have you. Yeah, we're starting to build up an entire ship full of people, so that's cool. I think what we're gonna do, and if any of you object, you're absolutely allowed to suggest otherwise. For this, we're gonna do a character creation stream. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna randomly roll a character, and then rolling along the origin chart. I'm going to start with the home world, go down, and then, all right, yeah, no, so we're going to, oh, we already left the space, good, okay. Okay, and that space is for that. Oh, also we need to fill in a few things for, Jarian. So, I'm going to fill in a few things for Jarian. Then we're going to roll up one more crew member, I think. And then, what's the thing? Once we get, no, we're going to have at least 10, I think. And, if we roll around a rogue trader, I have a very clever plan that can then come into play, but, well, we'll see what that goes. Okay, so we got all that going. So let's put the starting gear, because yeah, let's see what kind of gear we got. Alright, I'm going to open up the Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader rulebook. Yeah, I'm trying to practice my voice. Practice dropping it down a little bit in like regular speaking. I fell out of practice, and it's just a good skill set to have, you know? Go away. Hey, thank you. Alright, here we go. So, what I'm gonna do then is go to, gear for, and then skills and talents, because we'll get some of those as a rogue trader. Then we hit here. Also need to spend 500 experience points to make that happen, and oh, alright, here we go. Ready? Starting skills is all fellowship skills. 36 fellowships. Not a lot, so we're working with that. Okay. We got command, fellowship skill. Commerce. Charm. All the soft skills. Common law Imperium. Yeah, that's intelligence. Intelligence, I have 37, so it's on a D100 system, so generally the highest you're going to, when you roll, it's 2d10 plus 25, so the you roll somewhere between 27 and 35, which is good one. Okay, 45, sorry. Somewhere between 27 and 45, so. Charm, what else? Common Law Imperium, evaluate, okay, Common Law Imperium. Which is intelligence based. What else we got? We got evaluate, which is also intelligent. Will make sense. Literacy. Scholastic lore. Astronomy. And we got speak. High and low Gothic. Also int. Alright, talents. We got Air of Authority. So I'm just popping in to check the chat every so often because I don't want to miss out in case someone pops in to say hello. I really do appreciate it when people do that, but you know, do what you can, do what you must because you can, if that's if you want to quote Portal. Oh, sorry. I hope it's fine. Okay, that was the thing that happened. Okay, so Air of Authority. I'm very sorry about that. Pistol weapon training. Universal melee weapon training. Alright, so we got the gear. Is a las pistol or a... Oh, we could have a plasma plasma pistol feels a little off. I'm gonna go with a hand cannon. Let's see. A mono sword or power... No, she's got a power sword. No, she has a mono sword. Alright, and microbead, obviously, void suit, a xenopelt cloak. We, yeah, the xenopelt cloak is always a fun one. I don't think a captain in the game I'm playing ever wears hers, but it is a thing. Microbead, void suit, fine clothing. So nice, fancy going out clothes. Xenopelt. And Enforcer Light Carapace. Carapace is good armor. Yeah. The mono sword and the armor are probably like inheritance. I gotta figure out what her deal is. There's that. Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I should look up something, Enforcer Light Carapace, just to see what kind of... Oh, yes, 500. Fellowship. Fellowship intelligence and weapon skill. Okay. We're just gonna take 2 advances and 34. Yeah, we're gonna bump intelligence up and then bump the fellowship up and call it even. Yeah. And we're good. So that's squared away. We got all of this stuff. Now, we still got to figure out what the Forge World is and how it's Cult of the... Alright, so 8 wounds. I think we're in a good spot with all of that. Oh, the light carapace, right. So, it'd be a wise move to go and look at the light carapace and see what kind of actual protection that gives us. Because she's probably going to be in battle, honestly. That's how much that is. Alright, we're gonna ship. Okay, yeah, that's ship point. Generate characteristic. Okay. Intro. Okay, hang on. How to do rogue player games. It even lists on the name of list of things you need snacks, which, to be fair, snacks are important. We have some interesting things here. Granting trappings of condition complicates lineage. Okay, we got some of this interesting things that we need. We probably should look into that a little bit. I was thinking of an entire fleet of ships. I know that sounds kind of ambitious, but I've already got a handful of if we build up a whole fleet, we build up a whole fleet, what we could do is, what we could do is then... Well, I had a cool plan involving possibly drafting a few people into playing, but we'll see how that goes. For now, what we're going to do is go up a little bit to armor. Here we go. There should be a... here we go. Carapace armor. Enforcer light carapace. So there's a helmet. So it provides 15... What's 15 for the... Kilograms. Yep. Okay, so armor points, kilograms. 5... Alright, so it's 15 kilograms. That includes the helmet. Alright. How we're gonna play that is 5... Okay, so it's 5 armor points. Which means all incoming damage is reduced by 5. If you take off the armor, the helmet, the helmet from the armor. Oh wow, that is. I am slurring my words. What it does do is. I don't know what it does. Oh, sorry. Oh, hey, we got new people coming in. Welcome. My name is Lee. He, they today, but she is also acceptable. We're doing Warhammer 40k world building. So I'm building up this character, captain of the ship, Jarian of the Expectus Primus. I've been working my way through. She's got 5 AP, which is armor points, because she has what's called Enforcer Light Carapace armor. But if she takes the helmet off, then her head is exposed and has no AP. So that's worth noting. Okay. Probably. I'm going to do this. We are going to... I do need a name. If anyone in the watching, I know there's very few of you, has a really good name for a Forge World, also would be helpful. Or any question about the Warhammer 40k lore, or just want to say hi. I always really appreciate it when people say hi in the chat. Feel free. I do have a policy that if anyone says something intentionally homophobic or transphobic, because I know that people aren't always clear in their words, I will figure out a way to kick you out. Other than that, just, be nice to each other. If I tell you to drop it, stuff like that. Basics. Yeah. So, we got figured out. Now we got this character completely figured out. I got 2 options. I was suggesting names for Forge World. Oh, we lost our extra viewer. That's okay. I'm very sorry. I'm probably gonna not stream for very much longer because honestly, I got back from work and but I wanted to stream because I'd put the schedule up earlier today that I was gonna stream, and I really like holding these late night streams. Aren't a bad thing. I do enjoy them. I want to try to stick to my streaming schedule as much as possible. Build up a reputation as someone who does actually stream so people will come. And all that jazz. But I do appreciate everyone who comes to these streams. It's finally actually raining. Okay. It was threatening to me on my way home today. And so I'm going to say Forge World. I'm going to make a note that she was abandoned as a child. With a note saying that, or rather left in the care of, so that it wasn't an abandonment so much as a, take this kid, I'll be back later for her kind of deal. Which is fair. Of a church to the God Emperor as Omnissiah. So there's a faction as part of the Mechanicus that believes that the Omnissiah and the God Emperor are one and the same. And since the worship of the Omnissiah is the only valid religion other than the worship of the God Emperor, because priests like Omnissiah are nice, necessary to make the tech work, it's actually a really viable um, group, really powerful group within the Mars hierarchy, um, and they, um, yeah. So I just wanted to make that note. That was my whole reasoning behind her being a child of the Creed and a zealot, despite being raised as Mechanicus on the Forge World. Um, Forge World was a well, okay. Now I have to figure out what the deal with this Forge World was. Was it a research station, a shipyard? You know what? It was a shipyard, a shipbuilding planet. It took it takes decades, if not a century, to build. Okay. Sorry, McVenner's being weird, and I want to make sure he's okay. He's my fish. Yeah. God Emperor as Omniscient. Okay, so a shipyard planet. Okay, so uh, uh, until she was, until she was, um, how old? Probably like 12. So basically, he just dumped his kids. Sorry, this he just dumped his kids wherever, um, uh, on various planets to be raised by various people to try to uh, basically he was tracking down a lot of bastard children also. And she had then was brought in and trained up to be part of his growing army of uh um he has a bunch of basically a lot of kids that all work together and then put in charge of the Expectus Primus right before the battle with the orcs that they got dragged into, which led them to taking on um not Odette, but also a few others who were fighting at the time, and that ugly mess that um, that's their interwoven backstory. That is a big thing. I okay, so she was placed in charge of the she of course will need to work on that world as well. Uh, yeah. Um, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna pass out, but that's okay. In charge of the Experimus Primus. Next time I do a late night stream, which is Thursday, I really need to frickin' caffeinate or something beforehand. Because clearly I am about to... I don't want to fall asleep in the middle of stream. And I want to provide a nice stream for people. Especially because Thursday is Jay, and I'm hoping... Well, I know it's kind of uncouth to hope people will raid you and to count on them, but I really do hope Jay raids us, because if he does, we're gonna have like a lot of... I need to boost not just my follower, which is important for affiliate, but I also need to boost my average viewers up to 3. Right now it's like 2.6, 2.7. The stream will probably... But if I say I'm going to stream, I'm streaming even if it's odd time when no one shows up, you know what I mean? So it does tend to end badly, but that's okay. Thank you for... Alright. We got the captain kind of figured out. Okay. Now we have to figure out what the planet was. We have to figure out what the deal with this planet was. Okay. That was for Saturday. Okay, so I am two options right now. Essentially, I could keep going with world building, try to figure out what this shipyard planet was called, what its specialization was, how far it was from any other planets, stuff like that. Kind of try to build. It probably has a really high percentage of, ooh, drama. Hang on. Let's see. The planet, shipyard planet. Let's write a little more about this planet, and then I'm gonna end this stream at 11:40, which I know is very early for an 11 o'clock stream, but I feel like I'm going to pass out from exhaustion, and on the upside, I'll get a decent night's sleep tonight, and it will help. Okay, shipyard planet. Unusual. It's probably a moon, I would say. Moon of... It's like a moon of a gas giant. Other moons in the system are mined for with one being an agri world. Imperial world, one imperial world farther in the system. Huh. Okay. We got this. So we have is. We got a bunch of planets. One of them kind of further close in is a reasonably, Goldilocks zone kind of planet. And is an imperial world. A classification not particularly, at a high level of tech, but just does its own thing. Then we got further in, you got this gas giant, and it's got a number of moons orbiting it, one of which is an agri world. One of which is Forge World shipyard. Yeah. And a number of them are mining worlds that produce all of the things and that's the only settled areas of that system is this one Imperial. So it's a fairly high density system as settled Imperial systems go. Sorry, I'm trying to push a little bit because I'm actually interested now. I've got this kind of idea for this to, it's flourishing. I'm every, all these different planets are extremely cool to world build, and I enjoy that. They also need names, which is, oh, right, the high percentage. Of worshippers of God Emperor as Omnissiah. It's like a religious. So there's a high percentage of them. I might be able to squeeze out to 11. What was I trying to explain? I think I'm going to be able to stay to 11:45. Try to push the stream a little bit because I know. I want to. Okay. One Majos. Who is not of that, is a firm believer in the Omnissiah. Who's fairly high up. I guess I'm just hoping more people will come and join the stream. If you're here, do please say hi. I really appreciate it. Okay. Okay. So that actually might very well be the yes. Okay. So there's one fairly high up Majos who's well known and for not being a believer in the Omnissiah as God Emperor vibe. Then we got group of uh, not Adeptus Sororitas, but tech priests who raised uh, Jarian, and then we got ships take over 8 decades at least, some centuries. And they work on 3 at a time. And then everyone on the planet is, well, somehow. Like, that this is the industry on the planet. So anyone who has another job is doing so in service to people who live there who are working on these ships. Um, Also, 2 docks for repairs. Alright, I am really sorry to do this to everyone, but I also need to lie down. I need to sleep. I need a lot of things. I am thank you very much for coming out and hanging with me. I do these. I'm gonna do this one, another Warhammer 40k on Thursday. We'll take this back up then. Tomorrow I'm doing an afternoon stream, so I won't be passing out from exhaustion. And we're gonna raid into Kayla's, which is Time Lord's wife, which is gonna be pretty cool. So, that's at 1:30 p.m. at a much more reasonable time. Yeah, I always appreciate everyone who comes out. Take care of yourselves. If you need some sleep, get sleep. Please take care of yourself. I will see you next time. Bye.